Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Real. It's Slayer Sunday, where I will be talking about and reviewing all the episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in order. Today I'm looking at Season 1, Episode 6, The Pack. We begin the episode with 4 punchable douche nozzles being mean to Buffy. They're all on a field trip, but Buffy is bored. I wish my school did field trips to the zoo, that would have been awesome. The bullies move on to this kid Lance, but Principal Flutie intervenes. The bullies convince Lance into the off-limits hyena house. Xander manages to follow them, but the zookeeper catches Buffy and Willow and stops them because the hyenas are in quarantine. The keeper goes on to tell them that hyenas understand human speech and can call people's names to lure them away, so the pack can eat them. Nice. They also tend to team up with evil lions to try and take over the Pride Lands. In the hyena house, this fence is way too low and the hyenas could just bite your hands right off. The bullies try to throw Lance in, but Xander stops them. Lance manages to get away before the hyena's eyes light up, infecting everyone still in the room. They all think it's hilarious, and into the credits we go. At the Bronze, Buffy and Willow fail the Bechdel test before Xander shows up acting weirder than usual. He claims he's restless, sniffs Buffy awkwardly, and wants something to eat. The rest of the pack show up and picks on a kid, causing Xander to laugh. After training with Giles the following day, Buffy catches Herbert, the school mascot, as it runs the halls. Xander is fidgety and dickish to Willow, who's trying to teach him maths. He storms off, passing Buffy, which causes the pig to go ballistic. A storm causes gym class to be held indoors, and it's dodgeball time. Xander and the pack are all on the same team, and they are ruthless. Xander deliberately hurts Willow, who drops out of the game. Soon it's just Buffy versus the pack, but they turn around and attack Lance instead. Buffy will remember that. After the game, Willow tries to approach Xander, but he humiliates her in front of the pack. Buffy confronts him, but he just laughs and walks away. The pack move on to find food, and after rejecting the hot dogs they stole from some students, they set their sights on Herbert. Willow blames herself for Xander's behaviour, but Buffy is sure something weird is going on. Giles, however, puts it down to normal teenage behaviour.
Xander's taken to teasing the less fortunate. And there's a noticeable change in both clothing and demeanour.
Yes.
And, well, otherwise all his spare time spent lounging about with imbeciles.
It's bad, isn't it?
It's devastating. He's turned into a 16-year-old boy.
It hits Buffy that Xander has been this way since their trip to the zoo, specifically the hyena house. Flutie goes nuts at the pack for what they did to Herbert and drag them into his office. They surround him and attack him. Meanwhile, Giles' research turns up hyena possession and Xander gets kinda rapey with Buffy. Buffy knocks him out and drags him into the library cage, a cute nod to where Oz will often reside in upcoming seasons. Giles comes in and somberly announces that Principal Flutie has been eaten.
They ate Principal Flutie?
Giles and Buffy head back to the zoo while Willow is left to watch Xander. When he wakes up, he seems normal, but Willow knows better, and he goes nuts. Giles and Buffy speak to the zookeeper, who isn't surprised that something has happened and offers to help. He has some bad news though. The pack will track down its missing member, which means Willow is in a hell of a lot of trouble right now. The pack breaks in to free Xander and Willow makes a run for it. Xander sniffs her out, but Buffy and Giles rescue her. Buffy leads the pack back towards the zoo, where Giles meets the zookeeper decked out in his Blue Man Group makeup, ready for the ritual. He realises too late that the zookeeper set all of this up and is knocked out. Willow then dumbly allows herself to be tied up and a knife held to her throat. Buffy and the pack rush in and the zookeeper moves the hyena spirit, or whatever, into himself and becomes feral. We can't have that sort of behaviour, so Buffy tosses him in the hyena enclosure, and that's that. Xander is back to his old self and apparently doesn't remember anything about the ordeal. Giles is onto him though, but promises to keep his secret. I hate this episode, which is probably reflected in the length of this video. I hate overly dickish behaviour, so to have 4 people and Xander act like this through a whole episode is just hard to watch. There's no wrap-up, so you don't find out what happened to the rest of the pack afterwards, because they were giant dicks before they were possessed by hyenas, and they are never seen again. Also, the latter half of this episode is just Buffy, Giles and Willow running back and forth to the zoo, and the possession is reversed and the zookeeper killed pretty damn rapidly.